Yes, it's that time of the year for the Sawdust Festival Winter Fantasy. A lot of fun down there. It only goes for a short amount of time. It just started this past weekend. You can see it only goes to the 15th of December. We have one of the artists on with us today, Silke Turner. Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you too. Thank you for having me.
It's a lot of fun down there, and it's a very short season compared to the summer one.
Yes.
And I've always heard down there that because of it, it is really a very lively atmosphere, and also an atmosphere that children just love, obviously because of the holidays.
Yeah, that's true. It's very beautiful. They've got artificial snow there. They had a Santa Claus there, and just the whole atmosphere. It's very, very seasonal, very beautiful.
Now, is this your first year?
Yes, it is. Yes.
How did you get a space there, to get a booth? I know during the summer it's a little more difficult. They have to look at your stuff and see if and it's actually almost a lottery system. It can take quite a while. But what about the winter season?
It's very similar to that. For the Winter Festival, you don't need to be a Laguna Beach resident, but you need to fill out an application, send in your photos and the application, and then you have an interview, and they look at your pieces, and thank God this year I got accepted.
That's good. Have you tried in the past?
No, it was my first time trying.
Very
yes.
good. Now, you're listed online as being mixed media, and looking at your stuff here, it certainly looks to be the case. Tell me about the type of art that you do here.
I do my pieces mainly out of collected things. So I try to bring old pieces together with new art, and pieces I find on the street when I walk with my dogs or be out in nature, or I go to estate sales where I go through the ones which are the dirty ones, where
yes.
So where the spider webs are in the barn, and I like textures. So it's there's a driftwood piece from Mexico actually, and some rusted metal, and I put that all together with some dotted paint of mine. I either work with ink or with pencil. It's all depending on the material I'm drawing on.
Okay, and this is obviously a whale breaching up out of the ocean, and you really kind of invoke the spirit of it with the driftwood and everything else along with it. Now, when it comes to the frames here, I'm kind of looking in the back here, and they all look like they might have come from different pieces of wood. Is that the case as well? Do you build the frames?
Sometimes I do, not always. These frames are actually, that one I found on an estate sale.
Oh, did you?
So,
okay.
Yeah, so I was very lucky, but the glass was broken, so I took the glass out and...
So you just reuse it?
Yes, I do, yeah.
The painting that you do on here, let me hold, can I hold up that one?
Yes,
It looks,
of course.
okay. Let's look at this one here. You use acrylics and what else?
That's acrylics on an old vintage pillowcase.
Oh,
So
okay.
I cut that in a square piece and dotted the acrylics on there to give it some more texture.
And the type, it's just the type of acrylics that other painters use as well.
Yes.
It's not special because this is on a different type of canvas.
No, it's the same.
And again, with this one, you look at the frame here and you can see the cracks in it. Did you find it like that?
Yes,
or
I
did you distress it?
No, it was like that.
That's the way you did it?
Yeah, I just liked it that way, and it was actually given from a friend of mine to me. And he found it in one of the estate sales.
Now, somebody wants something small. You've got a couple of these, and this is an owl here. Looks like
A barn owl.
yeah,
Yeah.
very nice. And the other one is a whale here.
Yeah.
Now, were these something that you found in a set, because the wood looks the same?
It is the same, and I found 24 of those as
Oh,
well
wow.
on an estate sale, and somebody as well gave them to me. He said, I don't have any use anymore. If you can do something with it, please go ahead. So
Wow.
these
I wonder
are
what
my
they were
little-
used for. They were just a blank piece of wood?
They were tiles.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
They
okay.
all fit into each other.
That's interesting. And you put, you paint on them, and then you put a hook on the back and all. Now, tell me how long you've been doing this. Has art always been a part of your life?
Yes, always been a part of my life. I'm doing it actually since I'm little, but finally doing it a little bit more professionally for the last 2 years.
And do you find that the people that come to the festival there Are they, you've told me that you work while you're doing this.
Yes.
Do you find that they're just asking you all kinds of questions? How do you get this piece and where do you come up with that and things like that?
Yeah, I got a lot of questions. It's really nice. So they see I've got a really big moose hanging there.
Oh, do
so,
you?
Yeah, so that gets a lot of interest. And then they say, how's it done? And then they see me working there. I said, oh, wow, this is how you do that. So they ask questions and it's nice to interact with the people.
Now, besides being down there, let me hold up this other one here. Do you have a studio as well?
I do have a studio, yes. I work from home, but one room is designated as my studio where I've got all my stuff and all my collectives and where I put everything together.
And can people, if they don't happen to come to the festival this year, how do they get a hold of you? Do you have
I either have a website, yes.
Okay. And what's that?
www.zilketurner.com.
Okay.
And I do have a Facebook, and on my website there is my email address and as well my cell phone number. So
Okay. And from there they can, do you have examples of your pieces on the
I do, yes.
on the website?
Yes, I've got quite a huge collection on there.
And it seems like that it's very easy for you to find things. You were telling me before we got on that you just take walks and you find a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I do in nature, and actually it started now that neighbors and friends know exactly what I'm doing. They start collecting things for me. The other day a neighbor came over and just gave me some old vintage spool rolls where there was yarn on it, so I can use them.
Oh, that's kind of neat.
Yeah, so you have them and you do something with it. So it's lovely that people actually think about me and start collecting for me as well.
Well, very good. Well, I wish you good luck down there.
Thank you
I
very
know
much.
it's a great atmosphere. It's a lot of fun. Again, it goes just till December 15th. This isn't like the summer, and they're only on the weekends, and you can see they're open from 10 until 6 on Saturday and Sunday. The kids especially like it this time of the year. They have Santa there, of course, and they have artificial snow that drifts down. I think they have carolers at night and
They do, yes.
all kinds of things. It's quite magical. I think to me, it's a little bit more, it fits the mood better, I think, than even the summer one, because
Yeah,
they do
beautiful.
a great job down there. Thank you for coming on. You got some nice pieces here.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right. We'll be back in just a moment.